Rapaz, aí seria sacanagem, hein? Bom dia.
Bora, aliás, se não tiver nas correias do Ciro, nós vai. Aí um link aí. Joga um colega nosso aqui da CB meio, Tonho Carmelo. Joga não, Magalinho aí de roxo. Tá jogando na seleção, não sei no dia não. De glória, seleção de glória. Você pra ele, colega nosso. Ele jogava hoje contra eu, hoje, mas não pode, ele foi pra seleção aí. Ainda bem, já caiu menos uma peça pra nós ganhar. Ele ganha lá e nós ganha aqui.
Bora, bora, bora. Que hoje tem Tiagão, hein? Hoje tem Tiagão, mano. Bora, bora, que hoje tem Thiago ao vivo aí, hein? Chama.
Rapaz, pior que ia ser mesmo, viu? Porque eu te falar um negócio, o Flamengo encostou babando na fuça de vocês. No cangote de vocês aí. E como diz o negócio, querendo ou não, tirar pontos desse Flamengo não é brincadeira não, rapaz. Então o Cruzeiro conseguiu dar essa moral pra vocês aí, tem que aproveitar. Se o Palmeiras não quer correr risco mesmo, ele tem que aproveitar isso agora. Porque se ele não pontuar, se ele não ganhar, nem empatar não, se ele não ganhar do Vasco, ele vai se complicando nesse brasileiro.
Se complica mesmo, porque, tipo, ó, ele já ia entrar pressionado hoje. Se o Flamengo tivesse ganho ontem, o Flamengo ia dormir líder. Tá difícil achar um adversário aqui.
Pois é, moço, o Palmeiras, tipo assim, o Palmeiras vai pra tabela do brasileiro, já falava lá, o Palmeiras já é campeão. Óbvio, tinha muito jogo pela frente, mas o Palmeiras tava com uma vantagem grande demais, moço. Aí começou a derrapar, o Flamengo encostou. Agora, como diz, o campeonato deu uma chance do Palmeiras dar uma distanciada de novo. Porque aí já começa a funilar aí Libertadores, aí os caras apertar. Então, se ele deixar ficar nessa aí, daqui a pouco o Flamengo passa. Porque querendo ou não, por mais que o Palmeiras tenha um baita de um time, elenco igual do Flamengo, não, você tá doido. O Flamengo tem dois, três times ali que você tá doido. Então quer dizer, mesmo quando estiver focado aí só nos mata-matas da Libertadores aí, ou da Copa do Brasil, o Flamengo ainda tá, o reserva deles ainda vai ganhar no brasileiro.
Você tá louco, mano. Uma vantagem absurda. Era 8 pontos, mano, de diferença pro Flamengo. Aí desandou. Hoje tá 3 pontos só. Se ganhar já aumenta.
Você já arrumou as coisas já?
Não.
11h05.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Milan have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both
Fight good.
midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits,
Vai dar
and
erra.
when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
It's a really well-measured ball. Beckham.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Spread to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Over to the right flank. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Schneider. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And he can thump it away. Pass is just off target.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's Beckham. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Distributed tidily. It's a sharp pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's going for goal! He is just caressing the ball. Beckham with the cross. Moran deals with that comfortably. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard does really well there. He is strong. Yeah. Turan making good progress on the right-hand side. That's good play. Schneider, shot a goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Schneider. Mbappe. That's Rijkaard. Pull it. Towering header!
Boa aí, bravo. Era um jogo aqui.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. Yamal! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Suarez. And the shot! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. No, that was never going to make it. Schneider. Beckenbauer is a perfect combination. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Vamos lá, Puskas.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17. Viene sostituito con il...
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. That's been won straight back.
Não.
Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And here's Suarez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a good spell of possession, this. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti. Still just a single goal between the sides. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Schneider goes short. Lovely feet. Pushkas! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Minutes played. Xavi. Luis Suarez. Lovely, now then. And he's running through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
This is a promising build-up. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. That's going in strongly.
Ball has bounced loose now. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's going wide left. Xavi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Bale. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! Don't wait, but they are level.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Ô Bruno, nem sei ainda, eu tenho que ver. Vai ter um sorteio de terça-feira, aí eu vou ver se vai cair no sábado ou domingo.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. Vieira. Lascia il campo per il numero 4.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Del Piero. Yamal. Neymar. And the finish! It's a goal! And they're back in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Puskás. Zanetti. Puskás. Keeper gets his hands on it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira ventures forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Pushkas. Spread out to the left. Looking for the run.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Pushkas! And he stuck it away.
Então, Brunão, se não tiver campeonato eu vou. Toda hora.
Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow.
He's having a shot! Oh, that is beyond special! And a half! A finish right from the top draw! Deep, deep into injury time! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will, and that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Pushkas voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, the manager's pumped here.
Football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively.
Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now to play for a throw. And it's Gattuso. Some really good ball movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal. That looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Rafael Varane has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space, nicely intercepted. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Messi. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rijkaard. Thuram. Now it's Hazard. Schneider. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! Al Nassr take the lead! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Good ball over the top. He's being urged to shoot. Del Piero. Ibrahimovic. Schneider. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Robson. And here's the chance to counter. That's good running with the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider finding himself in space. Yeah. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Sem condição, né?
Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Al Nassr are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
O cara não tá acertando um passe,
Hazard.
velho.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Takebajaro Miyazaki. Number 15, Fran Rijkaard. Number 9,
So, into the second half.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Ferenc Puskas. Number 13,
Gerrard. Some resolute defending there. Hazard. What's going wide left? Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Delivers the ball. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands.
Ai, ai.
Look at the space here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Gerrard. Schneider. That'll be a throw-in.
Vieira.
Now it's Schneider. Schneider with the cross. Messi. Threads one in.
Eita.
Now this could be a chance. And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Parou no tempo, foi aí.
Eu?
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And this is Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Schneider. 60 minutes played. And reclaimed
Você
it in
tá
a
louco,
trice.
velho. Muito passe errado.
Vieira. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Del Piero gets a foot in here. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Toda atrás do time.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Puskás, and this is Del Piero. Now it's Puskás, and he's worked it through. So much time and space here. He's having a shot! Robson lays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well.
Puskás really
Marcação
was
da
well
bexiga.
marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Desai. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Into the last quarter of an hour. Gerrard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. He's found space here. Robson. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Al Nassr, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 2, Eden Hazard. Number 18.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Number 9,
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
coming on the field. Number 14, Romario. Number
Passing
20,
nice and neat.
Kylian Mbappe. Number 22, Clarence Seedorf.
Ronaldinho.
Number 5,
And that could set him on his way.
Number 10, Ronaldinho.
Luis Suarez. And here's Ronaldinho.
Cara de perna.
Romario! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Romario.
And it didn't take him long. And And the referee brings it to a
2-0,
close.
fora o baile.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can...